Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Dan Blanchard with the Travel in Time with Dan show. Today I am in Toro Park in Newport, Rhode Island at the Newport Tower, the old stone mill. Some people call it a windmill. This is a very unique structure. It's about 28 feet high, 24 feet in diameter, and it's built out of stone, right, which is very different here in the New England. Most things were built out of wood, right? This right here, the Newport Tower, is one of the most mysterious sites in New England. Again, it's not built out of colonial wood. It's a short, squatty, thick stone structure here, which is very, very different. And there's a lot of different theories of where this thing came from. You see there's like a fireplace there built on the inside. There's windows, which some people say have lined up with celestial different occasions and timings. It's very, very cool. And a lot of people have a lot of different theories of what exactly is going on here with this amazing tower. Okay, one of the theories is like the Vinland and Norse theory, right? That comes back from the about the 1100s. They were like, oh, this is like the Vikings, right? The Vikings were here, and the Vikings settled right here in Newport, Rhode Island, around the 1100s, and it was some kind of settlement or some kind of church or something like that, right? Then in 1398, you get the medieval Knights Templar theory, right? They were chased out of Europe, right? The king was killing them, imprisoning them, taking their gold, and they came here, and somewhere around here, the Knights of Templar, which many people believe probably became the Freemasons, the underground, right? Buried their gold somewhere around here. People have been looking for the Knights of Templar gold. And then, of course, you got the great Chinese fleet theory of the Chinese sailed around the world, and they were here and built this as some kind of observatory tower. There's so many theories. You get the Portuguese theory, right, in the 1500s, that it was some kind of watchtower, right? And then, of course, you got the more modern Benedict Arnold Sr. theory, or I don't know if it's a theory, but he mentioned in his will about this being his old great windmill, his old stone windmill. In his will, he mentioned it. Now, this is the great-granddaddy. When I say Benedict Arnold Sr., this is the great-granddaddy of the infamous Benedict Arnold of Connecticut, the traitor who tried to get the British to West Point in the American Revolutionary War. But this Benedict Arnold in Rhode Island, the great-granddaddy, right, he was the first governor of Rhode Island. And again, in his will, he mentions this structure as this old stone windmill. So that's kind of what people think this must be. It must be that, not all those other Knights Templar, Vikings, all that other stuff, right? But people can't seem to agree. So eventually, these Danish scientists, I believe they were Danish, they wanted to try to see if they could figure out what this was. So they did a carbon-14 dating, and when they came back with the dates, they were like, holy cow, look at this. It's 1635 to 1698 era. This is obviously a colonial-era building. And again, very weird because it wasn't made out of wood. The structure's round. It wasn't like your square wood structures that was popular during the colonial times of that era between 1635 and 1698. So what is this doing here, right? It's just so weird. People can't seem to figure out what it is. And, it's just that hidden history in plain sight, right? The architecture is extremely unusual. So it gets people's minds spinning that it's got to be something else. Right? What is the hidden history here? What is the conspiracy theory? What are they not telling us? Right? Maybe there is gold here somewhere. Maybe it is Vikings. Who knows? Right? But here's the thing, guys. Archaeology and science matter. Even in history. Yes, archaeology and science matter, right? But here's the funny thing. Nobody fully agrees who built it. And popular culture, right? Popular culture many times shapes historic history. So what is this place? What is this building? It's a very good question. It's a very good question that I don't think we all understand. So anyways, listen, when I do my Travel in Time with Dan shows and I talk about travel and history and leadership, I've already given you some history here, and I definitely think you should travel down here. If you have not seen, first of all, Newport's absolutely beautiful, but if you have not seen this Toro Park, and what Toro Park has to offer here, it's absolutely gorgeous, right? And this structure is just so unique. You got to come down here and check it out, right? And enjoy the travel and the history. And of course, I'm going to give you the leadership now. Here it is, right? This is what leaders learn to do. Leaders learn to question assumptions, examine the evidence, avoid jumping to conclusions, and separate facts from speculation. Yes, that's what leaders do. Well, anyways, everybody, come on down here and check this place out. And I appreciate you spending some time with me today on the Travel in Time with Dan show, where we mix travel with history and with leadership, and of course, with me, Dan Blanchard. Y'all take care, and I'll see you again real soon.